Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I am back with another review. And we haven't done one of these more traditional reviews in a while. And today we're taking a look at from the Transformers Cyberworld line. This is Ultimate Cyber Changers Megatron. I could have done this as a 3-minute review, but I wanted to make sure I had enough time to cover all the little ins and outs of the figure. Um, Obviously, this is heavily based on the G2 tank Megatron design. I don't know if this is going to appear in the show. As of this recording, Galvatron was just introduced, so pretty much all of the figures, well, all the toys that have been part of the line have been featured in the show. So it stands to reason that at some point Megatron might get a upgrade from its bull mode to a more this traditional vehicle mode. Now, for those of you who are very eagle-eyed, very quick, and I do have to give a little bit of a shout out to my boy William James over at Sabertron.com, because I think he was the first one to actually state that this is a repaint retool of the Transformers, the Knight Armor Hound. So it's basically a repaint with a new head. And I think there might be a new chest piece here going on. And basically that figure was a one-step changer, two-step changer, that also had a spring-loaded a Kabuto face helmet type gimmick. Now, that's not featured, but what's been replaced is this whole back section, which is a handheld cannon, and this back armor platform bit that elongates the vehicle mode. Now, it does roll quite nicely, and you can get any of the basic Cyberworld figures to stand in the back. There is a little bit of grooving and tabletry there. Kind of holds them. I mean, you just have to be careful that if you go a little too fast, or if they're not 100% balanced, maybe if I didn't have this backpack on, it will fall out because it really doesn't tab in. But it is nice that it's there, and I think this works unilaterally across the platforms with the figures. So what we'll do now is we will pause, and I will come back with the transformation. Okay, I've adjusted the camera slightly because this figure does get to be a little bit big. It's basically old Voyager class scale, and I believe, isn't this like mold about 10 years old or so? So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and remove the cannon. It does peg in right there. There is also an extra notch here that I'm not really sure what it is for. Maybe it's meant to interact with, say, Scorponok or something. That's you can plug it in as a weapon there. The next part, and this gets to be a little tricky, is this back section pegs in down here at the bumper, but also on two hook clips here that are actually used to lock the legs into place. I don't know if any of this is like new tooling to like have a secure fit. I'm going to say no, because it's hook tabs here that go in the slots where the legs are, and then there's slots up here that work with those already existing hook tabs. So once you get that undone, try to like lift and pull and unhook it from the back like that. Once that's done, open up these side panels, and then what you can do is fold this panel up. There's a slot there and a tab there that will tab into place, and then that will get pegged into Megatron's back. Other than that, it's very simple to finish off the transformation. Fold these legs down, just like that, and then stand the figure up and slide bring the arms out slightly, and then slide the chest down, and that will basically reveal Megatron. Like I said, this is a repaint with a new head. I think this chest piece is new, definitely based on the tank Megatron design, but you do still see a lot of remnants from that old Hound toy. The bullet belt forearms, the decorations here in the chest, but it does work for Megatron. And just very quickly to go back into the vehicle mode, if you just grab the chest here and it'll slide up, and then you just close the legs. And I have to say, this feels a lot smoother in terms of sliding than that original Hound toy, from what I remember. Now, there are tabs on the toes of the feet, and they do go into slots here on the back. And what you need, and you want to make sure that those do peg in so everything is lined up. But to finish off the robot mode, bring them back down and out, just like that. This back piece with this little extended section facing up will tab into the back here. And I can get it lined up. There you go. And then the cannon will just go into the hand. And what I recommend is pegging it into the hand with the arm straight down and then bending the elbow up so it can point forward. And basically, there you go. There is Ultimate Cyber Changers Megatron. It's has virtually no articulation from the waist down. It's a brick. All you have at the arms are elbows. The chest, there's no waist because of the transformation. There's no shoulders or anything, again, because of the transformation. Basically, what you have is just a static, hefty, some little hefty there, figure with this play pattern that works with the Cyberworld play pattern. I guess theoretically, since the peg is available up top, you can... Oh, no, you cannot peg... Well, you can peg this in for storage if you put it off to the side, but you can't have it, like, straight ahead because it will hit Megatron's head. So, there's that. But, yeah, it's a nice figure. Like I said, this, I think, almost a 10-year-old mold, so it's kind of interesting that they brought it back for this. And it kind of works. I mean, it is a nice homage to that G2 Megatron. Really, there's not much more to say about it. So, I mean, I guess you can say that's really my final thoughts. As of right now, this is a Walmart exclusive, from what I understand. I think at some point it will expand to other retailers. It is also being sold online. I know it was available in Canada for a long time, and it was actually being found in Walmart stores before it was available on Walmart.com, which is where I got it. Obviously, it goes without saying, this is like a $20, $30 figure. Don't pay the $50 or $60 I see some people selling it for. Yes, it does appear that Cyberworld is somewhat popular, but like I said, I'm pretty sure this is going to expand its reach to other retailers, and I'm sure by the holiday season we'll be able to find this in plentiful supply. Now, with that being said, as far as I know, this is the last of the Cyberworld figures. I don't know if the line's going to continue. I don't know if the series is going to continue beyond what's going to air on YouTube, since this was a stopgap line to fill in some space since Earthspark was canceled. But then again, they are finishing up a couple episodes and bringing it back in that regard. So who knows? I think the theme of this is we'll just have to wait and see. But that's it for the review. If you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate the views. The likes, comments, and subscriptions help communicate to YouTube through the algorithm that my channel should be exalted and held upon high. I also have a Patreon. It's www.patreon.com/chuckdog1999. All I ask for is $1 a month, $12 a year. No thrills, no tears, no special rewards. All you're doing is helping me help you to help me help you bring figures like this to you and keep up the infrastructure of the channel. But as I always say, if you can't afford the $1 a month or $12 a year, your views are more than thanks enough. Patreon is just a cherry on top of an already generous Sunday. And if you'd like to see these longer form reviews, please do watch them. I do notice my 3-minute reviews tend to get better views, and that's why I've been favoring them lately. But I do like being able to do these reviews where we go a little more in-depth, and I'm able to share a little more information with you. But that's about it. So this is your old pal Chuck for Ultimate Cyber Changer Megatron. We will see you next time.